Good af- Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started on this House Education Committee voting meeting, and we're going to start by reminding everyone that the meeting is being recorded and live streamed for members of the public and posterity. For members, there are no members participating virtually. We will take attendance. Tom, if you would be so kind.
Chairman Schweier,
Here.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim, Representative Nelson,
By designation?
Representative Probst,
Designation?
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Designation?
Representative Smith-Waddell,
Designation?
Representative Takak,
Designation.
Representative Young. Chairman Topper,
Here.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative Mercuri, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba,
Designation.
Representative Stats, Representative Watro. Quorum is present.
Thank you, sir. First bill I'd like to consider is House Bill 1084, sponsored by House Education alum and Chairwoman Hill Evans. Is there a motion to bring up? Representative Young, thank you. Is there a second? Thank you, Representative Isaacson. Alicia, will you please describe the bill?
House Bill 1084, sponsored by Chairwoman Hill Evans, amends the public school code to authorize a school entity through a school nurse or trained school employee to provide, administer, and store and supply bronchodilators prescribed to students.
Thank you. Before we move forward, I'd like to recognize the prime sponsor of the bill, Chairwoman Hill Evans, for comments.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair Topper. I appreciate you bringing this before the committee. It's been 4 years since I first introduced this, and so I'm just ever so grateful that it's now being considered. We can now see the importance of having this. And so other than that, I would just respectfully ask for a yes vote on House Bill 1084. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. There is one amendment, A4611, that I would like to offer. Alicia, could you discuss the amendment?
Sure. Amendment 04611, offered by Chairman Schweier, clarifies conflicting language regarding storage and allows rather than mandates a school entity to implement a reporting system.
Thank you. Are there any comments on the amendment or questions on the amendment? Chair?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And while I do appreciate the language, kind of making it more optional in terms of the reporting requirement, I still think it's a little bit of a difficult path to go down when we talk about that kind of reporting within our school districts, particularly in terms of medical applications. So I will be opposing the amendment. Thank you.
Thank you. And my apologies to the members. I did not ask for a motion or a second to consider the amendment. So is there a motion? Thank you, Representative Isaacson. Is there a second? Thank you, Representative Kazim. Are there any other questions or comments on the amendment? Seeing none, Tom, can you offer a roll call vote on Amendment 4611?
Chairman Schweier,
Yes.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim, Representative Nelson,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Probst,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Smith-Waddell,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Young. Chairman Topper,
No.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative Mercuri, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba,
Designation no.
Representative Stats, Representative Watro. The yeas are 14, the nays are 11.
Okay, thank you very much. On the bill as amended, any further questions or comments? Seeing none, Tom, I will say all Democrats will be a yes on the bill. Chair Topper?
I believe all Republicans will be a no on the bill.
Thank you.
So the bill passes 14-11.
Yes, 1411.
Thank you, sir. House Bill 1084 is as amended is reported from the House Education Committee. Next up, is Rep. Brennan here? Yep, Timmy, you can come on up. Is there a motion to consider House Bill 1685 sponsored by Rep. Brennan? I see Representative Prokopiak. Thank you, sir. Is there a second? Thank you, Representative Curry. Alicia, will you please explain House Bill 1685 before I turn it over to the prime sponsor?
House Bill 1685, sponsored by Representative Brennan, requires the presence of an AED at all interscholastic events.
Thank you. Representative Brennan?
Thank you, Chairman Schweier. Many of you remember Damar Hanlon. The day before we were all sworn in for this session, had a sudden cardiac event on national TV, and he was saved by quick action to have an AED present and to have trained staff present as well. These cardiac events occur when the heart stops suddenly. It could be some electrical problem in the heart. It could be a sudden blow to the heart mid-heartbeat, which often happens to young people. And you know, for young people, that's the blow to the heart is 97% fatal. 500,000 people a year are suffering these cardiac events, more than 1,000 a day. And when they're occurring outside a hospital setting, they're 90% fatal. But the survival rate jumps up to 25% with the use of an AED. Unfortunately, that's only occurring about 6% of the time. The survival rate then doubles with CPR. A lot of times people simply just call 911, and each minute that there's a delay reduces the chance of survival by 10%. So this bill will provide that level of care and protection to our kids that they deserve. It will also reduce comorbidities and long-term health complications from a sudden cardiac event, and I encourage a yes vote.
Thank you, sir. There is one amendment, A 4626, offered by Representative Prokopiak. Is there a motion to consider? Representative Abney, thank you. Is there a second? Representative Curry, thank you, ma'am. Alicia, will you explain the amendment?
Amendment 04626, offered by Representative Prokopiak. It's a gut and replace. It inserts Senate Bill 375, which repeals sections of the school code that currently cover CPR and AEDs and consolidates them into a new section.
Thank you. Representative Prokopiak, do you have anything to add, sir? Chair Topper?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I'd like to thank the gentleman from Bucks's work on this issue. I know that, you know, when we first started talking about it, I shared my concerns. I will say that this amendment is a very good faith effort. I have concerns only because while I certainly understand the importance of AEDs, and I believe all of our schools have them now, as we mandated a few years ago. Some of the sporting events, though, get a little tricky when it's off-site. I do believe the language saying that there needs to be a plan developed, but not necessarily one in the immediate vicinity of a site. If you have a cross-country meet or a golf match, something that takes place off a school property, I do think that this amendment addresses a lot of those concerns. It does, however, bring up one more concern in terms of some of the language in coming up with a plan, though I believe the chairman has indicated that we will be addressing this on the floor. So in light of the fact that I appreciate the amount of good faith work that has been done to make this a workable bill, and with the idea that we will continue to work on this as it goes to the floor, I will be voting yes on this amendment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. And to confirm what the chair said, we will be offering that amendment on the floor. We just simply did not get it back in time for consideration at this meeting. So thank you. Are there any other questions or comments on the bill, or on the amendment, excuse me? Chairman, do we need a roll call? Okay, we'll take a roll call on this one too. Tom? On the amendment?
Chairman Schweier.
Yes.
Representative Abney. Representative Cerisi. Representative Curry. Representative Friel. Representative Isaacson. Representative Kazim. Representative Nelson. Representative Probst.
Yes, by designation.
Representative Prokopiak. Representative Razi,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Smith-Waddell,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Young, Chairman Topper,
Yes.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative McCurry, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba, Representative Stats, Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 25, the nays are 0.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments on the bill as amended? Seeing none, we'll need a roll call for this as well, sir.
Chairman Schweier,
Yes.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim, Representative Nelson, Representative Probst,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Smith-Waddell,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Young, Chairman Topper,
Yes.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative McCurry, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba, Representative Stats, Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 17, the nays are 8.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to House Bill 1990. Is there a motion to consider House Bill 1990 sponsored by Representative Kazim? Thank you, Representative Young. Is there a second? Thank you, Representative Cerisi. Alicia, will you please explain the bill?
House Bill 1990, offered by Representative Kazim, requires school nurses and professional employees of a school entity receive training on seizure recognition and related first aid training.
And our very own Representative Kazim. Ma'am, would you like to talk about your bill a little bit, ma'am?
Yes. Thank you so much, Chairman Schweier and also Chairman Topper. I come before you today to discuss the importance of House Bill 1990, and I thank the entire Education Committee for hearing me out. This is a crucial piece of legislation aimed at enhancing the safety and well-being of our students across Pennsylvania. Epilepsy, for those that may not be aware, is a lifelong brain disorder that causes seizures. Seizures can occur without warning. It is believed to affect more than 133,000 Pennsylvanians of all ages and backgrounds, though it typically first developed during preschool and elementary school years. Due to the unpredictable nature of seizures, it is imperative that all school professionals are well-versed in the proper procedures to identify and respond to seizures in progress. Currently, our state law permits school nurses and school professional employees to complete training related to responding to a student having a seizure, but it does not mandate this training. Considering the serious consequences that can arise from an improper, untrained response, we need to take this a step further. My legislation, which I would be remiss if I did not speak on the Epilepsy Foundation of Eastern Pennsylvania, who helped collaborate with me on this legislation, we do seek to require that all school nurses and school professional employees who have direct contact with students complete training approved by the Pennsylvania Department of Health. This training will cover the signs and symptoms of a seizure and how to provide first aid treatment if a student experiences a seizure. This bill is not just about compliance, but it is also about protecting the safety in our children statewide. It will put families at ease knowing that every school has trained individuals who can respond effectively during such a medical emergency. While some families may be aware of their child's condition, there are some instances where children might have their first seizure during the school day. This legislation just ensures that our school staff are prepared to provide a swift and trained response to such incidents. A similar bill was introduced in a previous session, and unfortunately, it has been laid on the table. But I have brought this back forward because I do believe that children that do experience seizures cannot wait. It is urgent that we move forward with this bill now. And also, I believe that requiring comprehensive seizure response training, we are taking a proactive step as legislators and across this Commonwealth in ensuring that our schools are equipped to handle medical emergencies effectively. Thank you once again for hearing me out on this bill.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, before we move forward on the bill, I believe that there is an amendment, A4581, that'll be offered and brought up by Representative Kazim. Is there a second? Representative Nelson, thank you, sir. Alicia, can you describe the amendment, please?
Amendment 04581 by Representative Kazim adds a clause to eliminate liability for those without medical backgrounds or experience. It also updates the school year to reflect the 24-25 school year.
Thank you. On the amendment, are there any questions or comments from members on the amendment?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the amendment. I do have concerns about the underlining bill, but as far as the amendment itself, I believe that it is acceptable to me. I'll be voting yes.
Thank you, sir. I think just for the sake of, just to be on the safe side, we'll take a roll call. And so, Tom, if you will please call the roll for Amendment 4581.
Chairman Schweier,
Yes.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim,
Yes.
Representative Nelson, Representative Probst,
Yes by designation.
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Yes by designation.
Representative Smith-Waddell,
Yes by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes by designation.
Representative Young, Chairman Topper,
Yes.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative McCurry, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba, Representative Stats, Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 25, the nays are 0.
Thank you. Questions and comments on House Bill 1990 as amended, Chair Topper?
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to Representative Kazim. I will note, and I've spoken on this before. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about my, speech on the role of government. But I will, in this specific instance, point to last June, the Joint State Government Commission did issue a report on training mandates in public schools here in the Commonwealth. And on page 167, the report recommends much greater flexibility for school districts when it comes to some of these training mandates. And I do believe that this bill run counter to that notion as we had our Joint State Government Commission go to our school districts and kind of come up with, what are some of the best ways that we can help. And this seems to be going against what we asked them to do. So I will be voting no, but I appreciate the maker and her intentions. And thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Representative Schlegel?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Representative Kazim, just kind of curious along the same train of thought as Chairman Topper, would this training be a one-time training so that next year all staff would be trained and that would be it?
Well, it would be more so yearly, an annual training, because sometimes educators or even paraprofessionals may be in and out of the school building. So we may have new staff that come on that may need that training. But I will say, to add to that, is that the Epilepsy Foundation and other organizations have been already providing free training. So the goal is to have more organizations come in and provide the free training to all the school districts above, just to make sure that everyone does have that training available as well. But it's annually, once annually.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments on 1990 as amended? Seeing none, roll call vote, please, Tom?
Chairman Schweier,
Yes.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim,
Yes.
Representative Nelson, Representative Probst,
Yes by designation?
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Yes by designation.
Representative Smith-Waddell,
Yes by designation?
Representative Takak,
Yes by designation.
Representative Young, Chairman Topper,
No.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative McCurry, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba, Representative Stats, Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 14, the nays are 11.
Thank you, and thank you, ma'am, for your good work on this topic.
Thank you.
Moving forward, House Bill 2185. If you would like to come up, sir, Representative Fleming. Is there a motion to consider House Bill 2185, sponsored by Representative Fleming? I see Representative Nelson, thank you, and Representative Young. Alicia, will you please explain House Bill 2185?
House Bill 2185, offered by Representative Fleming, directs the Department of Education to develop and distribute a fact sheet to parents and guardians of students, educating them about the warning signs of type 1 diabetes.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. And before we move any forward, Representative Fleming, do you have any comments on the bill, sir?
Yes, Chairman. Thank you so much to you, Chairman Schweier, and to you, Chairman Topper. And I understand the concerns that we just had about continuous mandates. The last thing I want to do as a former local elected official is put forth a lot of unfunded mandates for our school district. But I do believe that this measure can save lives. And what I mean by that is because one has been saved, quite frankly, and it's my daughter. So I'll hold up her picture here. This is, I don't know how, if you can see it, but this is my daughter. This is my little girl. She's a sixth grader now, but just a few years ago, when she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, this is what she looked like. So, and then this is a picture of her in the Children's Hospital at Penn State Hershey Medical Center. And I bring this up to say that this bill will absolutely save lives. What I'm attempting to do is mandate type 1 diabetes education to parents and guardians because, quite frankly, when my daughter was going through before she was diagnosed, we had no idea what was happening. She had lost 20 pounds in the span of 6 months. She was consuming water voraciously. She was urinating frequently. And, she was tired, fatigued, and we had no idea what was happening. She was diagnosed during the pandemic in June 2020. Fortunately, we have a wonderful pediatrician who my wife took her in, and we saw my pediatrician thought she understood what was happening, and it was confirmed by a finger prick and then getting her blood glucose level, which at that point was more than 500. The normal range is between 70 and 140 for typical, for those of us who have a working pancreas. And so she was rushed to the ER at Penn State Hershey Medical Center, and we are some of the lucky ones. But what I want to do is provide more parents and guardians with information because diabetes, especially in kids, often goes unchecked. Parents may not have the tools to know what they're looking at or what they're looking for. And unfortunately, there are many who succumb to what is called diabetic ketoacidosis. If your blood glucose level gets into the 600, 700, 800, 1,000 range, that can be fatal. And so this bill will absolutely save lives. Informing parents about what to look for in type 1 saves lives because the most common diagnosis for type 1 diabetes is between the ages of 6 and 16. So I humbly ask for your vote on this matter, and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Before we move any further, we have one amendment, Amendment 4608, that is being offered and motioned by Representative Isaacson. Is there a second? Thank you, Representative Friel. Alicia, can you discuss the amendment?
Amendment 04608 by Representative Isaacson changes the department to the Department of Health and adds that the materials be available electronically and posted to the school entity's website.
Thank you. Do we have any questions or comments on the amendment? Chair Topper?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, I believe that this amendment matches one that we did to an earlier bill this session and certainly helps with the flexibility. So I will be voting yes on the amendment. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? Rep. Isaacson, are you good? Okay. We'll take a roll call on Amendment 4608.
Chairman Schweier,
Yes.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim, Representative Nelson, Representative Probst,
Yes by designation.
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Yes by designation.
Representative Smith Waddell,
Yes by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes by designation.
Representative Young, Chairman Topper,
Yes.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative McCurry, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba, Representative Stats, Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 23, the nays are 2.
Thank you, sir. Are there any other questions or comments on the bill as amended? Looking to my right. Before we take a roll call, I would just like to say, if I could, our very first voting meeting of the year, we considered a very, very similar bill with just a different area of concern. This was on eating disorders and body dysmorphia. And I will say that as we go through, there's no shortage of disorders. There are no shortage of medical diagnoses that we're trying to raise awareness of and put information in the hands of parents and medical professionals to make sure that children get diagnoses as quickly as possible so that they can get help as quickly as possible. It is our goal to be reasonable and responsible and judicious on the number of ailments that we ask our school districts and our educational professionals to highlight. This, from my perspective, just like eating disorders and body dysmorphia earlier this year, is one that we should. It's in tremendous impact and just how insidious it is on children, and how often it is diagnosed, or in many times not diagnosed early enough, makes this one that I strongly think should be considered, and I will ask my colleagues for a yes vote. With that, Tom, if you will please call roll.
Chairman Schweier,
Yes.
Representative Abney, Representative Cerisi, Representative Curry, Representative Friel, Representative Isaacson, Representative Kazim, Representative Nelson, Representative Probst,
Yes by designation.
Representative Prokopiak, Representative Razi,
Yes by designation.
Representative Smith Waddell,
Yes by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes by designation.
Representative Young, Chairman Topper,
Yes.
Representative Cooper, Representative Diorsi, Representative Gleim, Representative McKenzie, Representative McCurry, Representative Ortitai, Representative Schlegel, Representative Shalaba, Representative Stats, Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 21, the nays are 4.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for your work on this. Our last bill up for consideration is House Bill 755, sponsored by Representative Bonner. Sir, if you'd like to make your way up here. Is there a motion to bring it up? Chair Topper? Is there a second?
Yes.
Representative Shalaba, thank you. Alicia, if you will take a second to explain the bill.
House Bill 755, offered by Representative Bonner, amends the public school code to provide portable airway clearance devices.
Thank you. Representative Bonner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Chairman Topper, as well. House Bill 755 deals with a major health issue across the United States, and that is the number of choking deaths that occur in our country. We lose approximately 5,000 people per year to choking, and approximately 1,500 students in our public school systems each year to choking. One of those individuals that we lost was a constituent of mine, an 8-year-old third grader in public school who unfortunately and tragically choked on a hot dog in the school cafeteria. Every effort to revive her was unsuccessful. However, there is a relatively inexpensive device that could have greatly assisted in this case, and it has assisted in many other cases where choking has been found. And that is a suction device that can extract any material within the mouth, throat area rather easily. I've been told that this particular device, and there are several brands on the market, has been 100% successful. The cost of it is relatively minimal as to the potential of saving a life. A unit typically costs $70. This particular bill would require that such a unit be placed in every cafeteria in our public school system, as well as placed outside of the nurse's office. All employees would be made aware of where the device was, and those employees working in the cafeteria or in the nurse's office would have specific training as to how this device is used. So I greatly appreciate your consideration of this legislation, and I believe that it is a cost that is well worth it, not only to our school children, but also to others who may suffer from this particular tragedy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I believe there's an amendment. It's A4612. Chair Topper, that's your amendment, and you're going to bring it up. And seconded by Representative Stats. Chair Topper, would you like to discuss your amendment?
Sure. This just simply changes when Representative Bonner originally authored the bill, the date was for the 23-24 school year. And as we all know, who just had some graduation ceremonies, we're a little late for that one. So the implementation in the amendment will be changed to 24-25.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments on Amendment 4612?
No, and I believe on this technical amendment, I believe we do not need a roll call,
Okay, all Democrats will be yes on Amendment 4612.
as
Same.
will Republicans.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, on House Bill 755 as amended, are there any questions or comments? Okay. Representative Cerisi.
I just want to take a minute to thank the representative for bringing this up and all the representatives who came today to look at children's safety and the schools. Each one of these bills that we voted on today seemed like they had the same theme of looking out for our kids in the schools, in their safety of their health and well-being. So thank you for bringing this up.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions or comments on the bill as amended? Seeing none. Representative McCurry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just wanted to thank the maker as well as making a recommendation or a thought for the group and the committee. Given the disparate nature of some of the votes on some of these items and also the need for more data, in my opinion, on the recommendations of the Department of Health or other agencies that may have an interest in us in this committee better understanding which of these ailments and issues may be of certain relevance before making mandates is something of interest to me. So I just wanted to put those comments in the record. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Any other questions or comments on House Bill 755 as amended? Seeing none, we'll take a roll call.
Chairman Schweier.
Yes.
Representative Abney. Representative Cerisi. Representative Curry. Representative Friel. Representative Isaacson. Representative Kazim. Representative Nelson. Representative Probst.
Yes by designation.
Representative Prokopiak. Representative Razi.
Yes by designation.
Representative Smith-Waddell.
Yes by designation.
Representative Takak.
Yes by designation.
Representative Young. Chairman Topper.
Yes.
Representative Cooper. Representative Diorsi. Representative Gleim. Representative McKenzie. Representative McCurry. Representative Ortitai. Representative Schlegel. Representative Shalaba. Representative Stats. Representative Wattrow. The yeas are 23, the nays are 2.
And thank you very much. House Bill 755, as amended, has been reported from the House Education Committee. Now, before everybody rushes out of here, it is the silly season, aka budget season. As we are wont to say, this is the hardest working committee in Harrisburg. So I'm going to ask every member to please pay attention to announcements from the floor. As often as I can, I will certainly give Chair Topper as much time as possible before any sort of a bill or meeting is called. With that, about 45 minutes ago or so, I let Chair Topper know that we will be having a voting meeting in the House Education Committee that we will officially be announcing from the floor tomorrow, sometime after first break. And I will ask all members to discuss with the respective chairs what the topic of that bill is. With that, and seeing no other business before the committee, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.